Hi, this is Scotty Mack with Dassant.com. Today I'm going to show you how to make our vanilla scone mix. It's a really rich and creamy product. You'll love it. Let's get started. Okay, this is what you're going to need. A medium-sized bowl, first of all, to get going. You're going to need 1 large egg, half a cup of milk, and 1/3 of a cup of melted butter. Additionally, I have an egg wash, which is 1 egg and 1 or 2 tablespoons of milk whipped together that we're going to put on the scones after we're done. Let's put all of our wet ingredients together in the medium-sized bowl. That's the egg, the milk, and the melted butter. We want to save the egg wash for the top of the scone, so we're not going to put that in right now. Take your wire whisk and just kind of beat these together. Get them nice and rich and creamy and well blended together. If you have a little froth on it, that's okay too. Then we're going to add our mix. Take your spatula and just start folding it together, mixing it all up. I think oftentimes this takes a little kneading by hand. This is probably the only product that really does, because of the density of the scone itself. Getting it all incorporated with the spatula in the bowl is kind of tough, but we're going to go as far as we can, and we're going to let that rest for a couple minutes. Then we're going to put it on a floured board. All right, we're going to start off with just kind of any sort of board, cutting board. I'm going to put 2 or 3 tablespoons of flour on it. I'm going to spread it around so it's pretty even. Then I'm going to take the scone mix, put it on the board. I'm going to kind of roll it around a little bit so I get flour on all of it, so it's not quite as sticky. The reason you want to use the flour is so it's easier to handle. And then really what we're going to do, I'm using gloves, I just prefer kitchen gloves, but you could use your hands as well. I'm just going to pat this in kind of a round circle. Now it's fairly rustic the way that I'm doing it, but I like to get it about a 1/2 inch thick or so. So I just kind of keep going around and around. I like my scones a little thicker. Some people like them a little thinner, which is okay too. Okay. That's good right there. Then what I'm going to do is just cut them in 1/8. I just kind of go back and forth just like you would a pizza. We're going to take our, my trusty, I guess, baking pan, and we're just going to place them on the pan. 2 or 3 inches apart. Whatever works. You just don't want them to bake into each other. And then we're going to put our egg wash on it, and that's just with a pastry brush and your egg and milk. All you want to do is kind of coat the outside, or the surface and the sides. This allows the product, when it bakes, to just get a really beautiful golden crust. You only bake these for about 13 to 15 minutes. In the oven you have set for 400. We've preheated that already, so it's all ready to go. So you can put a thumbprints in one of these things, where you can just kind of push it down, and you can put a little jam in there. It's really good. This product is very diverse, and you can add nuts or scone chips, or not scone chips, chocolate chips. A lot of different things. Okay, so scone pan's ready to go, so we're just going to stick it in the oven at 400 degrees for about 13 to 15 minutes. Okay, I think the scones are done, so let's pull them out of the oven. Nice and warm. They look delicious, lightly golden brown. I'm going to go ahead and just slide them on a cookie sheet. God, it smells delicious. Here we are, our vanilla scone. So let's grab a taste. They're still a little hot to try, but what the heck. Oh, look at that steam. Nice and moist, buttery, great vanilla flavor. Delicious. Although a little warm. I can tell they're going to be great. Thanks for joining us today. We have some great recipe ideas, some types of things you can put incorporated into the mix prior to baking: blueberries, raspberries, hazelnuts, a whole assortment of things. So go to Dassant.com on our recipe section and check out what we have. Thanks for joining us today. It was fun being with you. Bon appetit. Woo!